the second I turn around, like 10 Fed cars. Wang, 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 with guns. Get the fuck down, motherfuckers. Get the fuck down. And I'm just like, I got mad work on me in my fucking pocket.
Oh my God.
I'll keep it 100 with you. Ain't nobody gonna be a goon at this time. At this time, I'm scared as fuck, bro. I'm just like,
I know he spends. Bro.
3, 2, 1, and we're live. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on another episode of Geezus. Your host, George Mora. And this episode, your co-host,
Vasquez.
Mike Vasquez,
The original.
the Twitch
Always
streamer
there.
extraordinaire. All right.
They're probably wondering like what that is, but
A Twitch stream?
yeah, you guys know what
Anybody
Twitch
who
is?
don't know what Twitch stream?
no
it's
idea.
It's like
basically
a streaming platform. So you know you got YouTube, and then you got Twitch, and then
okay.
Explain it
yeah, I
to
think
the
I've heard
audience,
it.
so
Michael.
Twitch is like technically you stream video games or content. You know, you could either stream video games or you could like do random content. Like it's anything.
right.
It's like YouTube.
Anyways, yo, great explanation. But we've got to move on. All right.
technically. Go.
All right, look, I know we've been gone for a little bit, all right, but we've been looking for new guests. And today we've got a very special guest today, all right? A great guest that Michael's brought on, a DJ with an untold, true story, by the way, true fucking story, real fucking shit, all right? About him being an ex-convicted drug dealer and doing time for 3 years, all right? And now he's decided to change his life, turn his life around, and pursue music with everything he's got. And, you know, he's here today because he wants to make a change and is showing ambition to the world. So, yo, DJ Swagg, thank you for coming on, bro.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Nothing but love, guys.
Yo, thank you for coming on, brother. Yo, crazy how you saw the show and you just reached out to Michael and then you're like, yo, like I want to be on the show.
Yeah, man, because I get a lot of people that ask me, you know, when they go on my Instagram, one of the first things that they see is back like I never left. So I do get a lot of DMs, which people mean like, oh, what do you mean by back like you never left? And then I gotta get into the whole spill. Like,
Wait, were you like not posted on Instagram? Like you haven't posted for like 3 years? Or, like,
yeah,
were you
pretty
able to-
much. So then when I reactivated my Instagram,
So yeah, like
and
no
then-
social media for 3 years.
pretty much,
Bro,
I pretty
what?
much had
That's
it
crazy.
deactivated.
What?
So.
Wait, so you just recently reactivated?
Yeah, so I reactivated it.
Okay,
and,
fuck. All right, so your story is like, because yo, listen, I had to the audience, I have no idea like what this story is. Like you kind of just DM'd Michael, and I didn't want to know any either way. And then you wrote us like a list of things to talk about today, and I'm just like, yo, I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, bro, like this is a fucking story. All right,
man.
and I really want people to. I'm very curious about this fucking story about what's happened to you and what you're going through. But like, how recently did you get out of jail?
I came out. It's gonna be a year, the end of August.
A year, the end of August.
So that's it. I'm about to hit a year. Wow, it's crazy how time flies.
So what are some of the events that happened? Like how'd you get in? How'd you get convicted? What happened? Let's just jump into it.
Alright.
I just
Where do
want to know.
start?
I'm so curious, bro.
We wanna
I know that this is like a 3-hour podcast really, and we got to do
Yeah,
this in
so
an hour.
Job-
where
you
do
said
we
that
start?
you
So
snitched.
prior to this whole big incident, you know, I was doing the DJ, and I want to say for more or less like about 2 years or so, I was in the grind, whatever the case is. Besides doing that, I used to have a mobile cocktail business, which a lot of people in the tri-state area would know about. It was called NYC Mixed Drinks.
NYC Mixed Drinks, yeah, I got that.
Yeah,
right.
so pretty much what I would do is that I would, you know, I was like the nutty plug. So you would go ahead and call me. I'm there. I bring you all the cocktail drinks, whatever the case is, the drinks, anything you pretty much needed. And I did that, not for nothing. I was a trendsetter when it came down to the nutties. I was the one I was doing that since 2016.
How old were you
At
then?
the time, what I was like 24 when I started.
24.
Yeah, I was about 24. So when I started, I was it was me and another guy that was really up there with the nutties was Marvel Mixes. I'm pretty sure you guys probably heard of them.
These are all IG pages.
Yeah,
like-
Marvel Mixes. You guys could actually see them. So it was me and him. We had Queens on Smash, Brooklyn, Uptown. We deliver anywhere. You guys give us a call, we deliver the drink. It was a very lucrative business. So I did that for years. Obviously,
When does the juicy part come?
Yeah, so obviously,
the
I
juicy
was
part.
doing that and I was doing the DJing, but I'm very ambitious and I'm very money.
That's what I was gonna
hungry.
say. You sound like an entrepreneur. You're
Yeah,
starting
so I'm
a
very-
nutty company, seeking out the best guy in the business right now, working with him,
Exactly.
and then doing DJ on the side or doing nutty on the side.
Exactly. So then, while I was doing the DJing, I was always, I was knowing a lot of people. When I was in high school, I was always like that. I was a troublemaker, popular guy that was always in trouble. I was always in the dean office. I was always a clown.
Yeah.
So I always knew a lot of people. So, one of the things I noticed that every time when I was DJing, people would ask me like, "Yo, you got that?"
Oh
And I'm
my
just
god!
like,
Really?
No. And then when I would deliver drinks, people would be like, "Yo, you got that
You got
too?"
that too?
Oh
And
my
I'm just
God.
like, "No, trying to be good boy here. Let's keep it civilized." But I guess one day the devil literally spoke to me, and I was like, "Yo, you know what? I'm really missing out on a lot of fucking money. Like,
Damn.
let's do something here."
Yeah.
So it started with bud. I started selling bud, and then from bud, the money's really.
How long?
started
How long did
coming
it take you to go from like bud to like
to the other good
to
stuff?
the hard stuff? Yeah, because I feel like a
Yeah.
lot of people, especially in New York City, let's be honest, bro. Like I feel like they kind of just get away with it for like a long time if they just kind of stick to weed. But then a lot of people kind of get like greedy, and it could be
That's
time. It could be
true.
a time thing because you'll start in being like, I'll never do bud. Then you start doing bud. Then you're like, I'm never gonna do coke. Then you
And
start
then you
doing, and then
end up
and
doing
then
coke.
it's like a slippery slope, right?
And that's exactly how it started. So, I would deliver the nutties, and then people would be like, "Yo, but besides bud, you got anything else?" And I'm
Oh
just
my
like,
God.
"Fuck, is this the devil talking?" And I'm just like,
Well, like I say, you're an entrepreneur, right? So you see money and you see it being left on a
Exactly.
table. You're
So
like, I gotta do something
automatically-
about it, bro.
I see the window there, and I'm just like, okay,
know,
this could be another lane.
It's like I'm
of
already here
money,
for drinks. Might as
so-
well get some other shit, you know?
Might as well. So I'm just like, you know what? Hold that thought. I got you. What started out with just, let me get a 20, started out with a 50s, and then from 50s to 8 balls, and then from 8 balls, you already know the rest.
So how long from bud to coke did it take? you?
I want to say it probably took a few months. I want to say within
wow.
the first 6 months.
Okay, shit.
Once they started, everybody started noticing that I was pulling up with the bud and I had the drinks, then you had like the ones that weren't shy about it,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Yo, you got that too?"
So
I'm
like,
what do you
that
mean? I
flavor
got
for a
that
fact,
too.
bro. Like everybody was like going to your spot because
Yeah.
you had the
Hey,
drinks.
No, but
and
they would
then
just
you had
call me
that.
because it was just so convenient. It's like you're at home, you're fucking chilling. You don't want to go out for drinks, and you're just like, "Yo, fuck it, let me just call Swagg." And then I go ahead, I bring you the drinks, and you're like, "Yo, you got that bud too?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got that too." And then you're like, "But you also got this
this?
too?"
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, at first, no, until I just kept getting axe stats, and I'm just at one point, I'm like, damn, should I be greedy? Should I not?
Did you feel like more people were asking you for like harder stuff than like just like bud and like
I've
drinks?
gotten asked everything, pills, this and
Okay,
that, and I'm
shit.
just like, nah, like I'm not trying. I tried at first, for the most part, I try to stay,
Just one thing.
I just wanted to sell drinks.
Yes.
That was the whole objective
Well,
here.
that's
I just wanted to sell drinks. I didn't want to go overboard with it, but it just got to a point that it was just like, you just get so many people asking you for it that you're just like, yo, you know what? I'm like losing out on hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
took the
It's a
opportunity.
fucking no-brainer. You get me? Not only while I deliver the drinks, but also once I'm done from DJing at a club or before a set or after a set, that I'm like, okay, now I definitely got to do it. So I want to say about 6 months in, that's when I started getting into the hard stuff, whatever the case is.
And then how did you get caught, bro?
So then
Wait,
that
but-
whole little trip lasted, I want to say about 2-3 years. I was banking. I was was bringing in a lot of money.
That's nuts.
it was,
You know how much?
so,
Like around ballpark, like just like
Estimate,
roughly,
bro.
I want to say
In a
8
year,
to
in a year,
10,000 a week.
in a year, in a year, in a
8 to
year.
10,000 a week.
In a
Yeah,
year.
8,000, to 10,000 a
That's
week.
a good amount of money,
so
bro.
it's really not.
What's that?
And-
What's that a year?
That's a good amount of money, bro.
Exactly,
People
so-
that have regular jobs, they make like 6,000
and
a
that's
month.
straight cash. But don't get me wrong, though. The same way you get it is the same way you spend it. You get me? So
Yeah, exactly.
not only that, I was very smart because at this point I was having like 4 streams of income. I was doing the DJing, I was selling the bud, I was selling the coke. You get what I'm saying? And I was selling the drink. So it was just like money here, 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 and here. You got me? So I did that for like about 2-3 years. You know, I think maybe one of my downfalls was
Did you ever invest?
I was at the time I was young and I was stupid and
Okay.
I wasn't, how do I say, you know, when you make so much money that you're just like, I didn't know what to do with it. So I would be the stupid kind of type to like literally go to the club and pop 10, 15 bottles like a fucking idiot.
He's a
Right
cool
now I
man.
look at that and I'm just like,
Wait, did you ever witness that?
Ooh, man.
it was just like, you know, it was like, I look at it now and I'm like, I'm a fucking bozo.
Should have went on
Why didn't I
Bitcoin.
invest in fucking
Bitcoin.
property?
I feel like in that
Bitcoin
age
back
that we don't
then?
think really.
But
think
don't
about
get
that,
me
bro.
wrong. Did I splurge a lot? Absolutely. I was going out on vacations like every 2-3 weeks. I was in Cancun. I was in Colombia. I was everywhere. You get me? So did I enjoy it? Absolutely. So about 2-3 years in, you know, part of the game, you know what they say, you either end up behind bars, killed, whatever the case is.
Did you ever have like any altercations with like?
No, luckily
Anybody trying to
not,
rob
because
you or shit like that?
No, luckily I never went through that.
That's crazy.
Was it a fear that I had? Absolutely, because sometimes I used to meet a lot of random people.
Yeah.
So let's say I got people hitting me up from the Bronx, like, yo, can you bring me like 20 nutties? And I'm just like, all right, yeah, whatever. And I'm
Yeah.
just like,
And you're by
these
yourself.
niggas
I
know
never met
exactly.
them.
I'm by myself. I got, you know, money on me. They know I probably been fucking doing,
Yeah.
you know,
Makes sense.
all around doing labs, getting money. So was it a fear in my head? Yes. But, you know, I think for the most part, I used to come off to people like, you know, I'm very like cool, collective, and like chill. I try to give a good vibe to everybody. So I feel like they kind of fed on that, and I never had an altercation. The most that ever happened to me, I remember I had some motherfucking Colombians. I love my Colombians. I love you. But your fucking scumbags got me. And they, some guy, they hit me up one day. It was like 4:00 in the morning. They're like, yo, we need like 60 nutties.
What?
And I'm just like,
60?
fuck. It's like
60?
yeah.
Bro.
This, so-
Yeah, no. And I'm just like,
Wait,
You
when
know
you heard
what?
60, you really actually thought, like, damn, he's really gonna buy it?
yeah, I'm like,
If I heard
wait, I'm
60,
like,
I'm
what?
like, yo, what?
And
That's
I'm
a
like,
lot.
why you guys need? They're like, oh no, we're doing a party and we don't got no liquor and it's like 4:30 in the morning and it's like impossible. And I'm like, fuck it, you know what? This shit is tempting. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking beat these niggas in the head. And I told them, I bet $20 a pop instead of it being at the time I was selling it for $10.
Sheesh.
And I go ahead, I pull up,
Nice.
I give these niggas the fucking drinks. To come to find out, these motherfuckers gave me all fakies.
Biz.
Wow.
How much you lose on that?
On the investment itself, maybe my cost alone, maybe about $100.
Okay.
If
All right,
that.
it's
So
not
it
that
wasn't that
that
bad. But the fact that I got up from my bed,
Yeah, 4:30 in the
had
morning.
to make all these fucking
Yeah,
drinks,
that sucks,
set
dude.
them up. I drove.
Bro, for that to be your
45
worst
minutes.
altercation, I think that's a blessing.
No,
to
it
be
really
completely
was. It
honest.
really was. And then I go ahead and I look at all the hundreds. And at that time, I was just like so tired and I didn't really put no mind into it. And then I think that at that run, my girl came with me and I'm just like, babe, do these pills, is it just me? And she's like,
Oh, no.
babe, I think they got you. And I'm like, please don't say that.
Oh,
Please
my
don't say that. And I go ahead, I put it up to the light. Like 2 of them looked at eye. And then I look at the other one and it's like, oh, nah, this face don't belong here.
God.
They got me. And
That sucks.
whatever. So
how-
that
how-
was
how-
like.
Yeah, how did they come knocking at your door? The big boys.
All right. So I go ahead and I'm dealing with this one guy that he started out, he would only get like pounds for me of bud, whatever the case is. He would get bud, and then I knew this guy, I want to say, for like about 4 or 5 years. So I actually knew the guy for a very, very long time.
Wow.
Yo, this is exclusive. I don't say this shit to nobody.
Yo, this is
right?
interesting. I want to hear
So,
this. 4 years.
I know the guy, whatever the case is. I actually have a good rapport with him. He always used to cop nutties off of me. He was like a very good customer. And he goes ahead and he tells me, once he finds out that I got the white stuff, he's like, yo, are you able to get, you know, like a good amount? I'm like, yeah. And so he started getting 8 balls from me, whatever the case is. And to make a very long story short, he's getting work from me, whatever the case is. And about 7 months into him getting work from him, word comes around that they get him with like 5 8 balls going to Jersey. They catch him in downtown Manhattan. So Special Narcotic gets him. So they get him, and obviously
He snitched?
we know what they do in this game. You know, once you get caught up, you know, the first thing that, you know, that the DA does, or, you know, Special Narcotics, the first thing they want you to do is like, they put you in a room and they're like, look, it's very simple. You could either tell us who's giving you the stuff, or if you don't, we're going to slay your ass.
Yeah.
Knock your ass up.
Good cop, bad cop.
They try to like scare him.
Exactly. So, you know, the guy was a fucking bitch ass motherfucker. And he gave me up. He went ahead, he gave me up.
Damn, bro. You know him for 4 or 5 years too.
Yeah, that's the
fast.
crazy
Yeah,
part
bro.
about it.
That's
So
That's crazy.
Special Narcotic opens up an investigation on me. At the time, I was driving a white M4 hardtop convertible. White, red interior, whatever the case is. And they ended up putting like a small little tracker underneath my car.
What?
And they were following my every move.
Wow.
They were seeing every delivery I was doing, at what time, where I was going, every club I was going to, where I was making the movies at, where I was at.
Wait, is this something that they told you?
Oh, yeah, they told me like once the whole, once I'm actually in, whatever the
He
case
can do
is.
that though?
Yeah, so they opened up an investigation on me. This was Special Narcotics, whatever the case is. And during the time, this guy would only be the type to just go ahead and just get like, you know, like a few 8 balls, nothing crazy. And then he hits me up one time. I remember
The
I
setup.
was DJing at Astoria. I was at Fusion and I seen him. And he's like, yo, Swagg. Yo, my nigga, that shit that you got, this shit is fire. Yo, but instead of me just getting these 8 balls, my nigga, let's up it. Like, give me a little bit more work because I don't want to keep going back and forward. I'm thinking absolutely nothing of
Hold
it.
on,
This
bro.
is
Hold
my
on,
boy.
bro.
Wait.
This guy he's pulling the 6'9". Bro,
He
that
said
is
the
crazy.
He said the 6'9", but
That shit, yo, I would be pissed, bro.
yeah,
Like,
but I'm not thinking nothing of it.
Oh
I'm just
my
like,
God, I know,
it's,
bro.
you know, it's
But
whatever.
the fact that you were young, bro, like
exactly. So
that
at
sucks.
the time, I'm just like, so how much?
You thought
He's
nothing
like,
of it.
Yo, let me check you out tomorrow. Just give me 100. I'm like, all right, that's nothing. That's still not that much if you really think about it.
Yeah.
So they go ahead and I give him the 100. Usually when he used to get the 8 balls, he would hit me up like 2-3 weeks later. It would be some time. But now on this one, he got the 100 and he hit me up 2 days later. He's like, yo, that shit was fire, nigga. I need another 100. Again, I'm not really thinking nothing of
Yeah,
it.
no.
It's only
It's
100.
very
So, you know what I'm
uns-
saying? I'm thinking, you know, he's getting it. He's probably reselling it to somebody else. He's doing whatever. You get me?
Yeah.
So I go ahead. I give him the other 100. And 3 days later, again. But now he don't say 100. Now he's like, he's like,
That's crazy.
he's like, yo, let me get 300.
Bro, that's
So-
the crazy setup.
At that moment, I took a second and I'm like, either the shit is really good and he's like legitimately just giving it to somebody else, whatever the case is, and you know, he's making his money. And not at the time, I ain't gonna lie, I had that fuego. So, and, you know, so I'm like, yo, this shit is really that raw shit. So I'm like, fuck it. So I'm just like, all right, I become a little naive. I'm getting a little greedy because I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna up the shit. Yo, I could give you 3, but my nigga, it's gonna cost you a little more. Oh, no problem. That shit is fire, so it's worth it. That should have been the red flag right there. Again, I didn't really think nothing of it. I'm just like, fuck it. So I give him the 3. Once I give him the 3,
we out.
I want to say about a week. This one, he let like at least a week go by. So I'm like, all right, whatever. He's like, yo, Swagg, I need 500.
What?
Now that's half. That's a half. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right.
Bro, yo,
I'm not gonna lie. I don't even get like the quantities, but it just sounds like a lot.
500 is half a brick.
That's fucking.
Yeah, that's half a
Wait,
brick.
what's half a brick? What's half a brick?
how much is that?
Like how much?
Well, let's just say at the time, the brick was going for like 36. So you could say a little bit over half you're charging. So at that time, I'm thinking like, oh shit, that's an easy flip, 500. That should have been the red flag. But again, this is my boy. I know this nigga. I know
5 years.
5 years. I'm making bread with this nigga.
Yeah.
He's been in my crib. I know where he live. I know where I live at. So again, it's I'm not really thinking nothing of it. And
Damn.
the day he wants the 500, he calls me in the morning. He's like, yo, you got that 5, right? And I'm just like, yo, I got you. Like, relax. That was like around like 11. And then he calls me again like around 12:30. I'm showering and I always have my phone around me at all time. I pick up in the shower and I'm just like, yo, what's up, bro? And he's like, yo, the 5, you got it? I'm like, yo, my nigga, like, relax. I remember at that one moment, I closed my eyes, no homo. I'm like in the shower,
Yeah.
getting the soap off my hair and shit. At the time, I had like long ass hair and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I remember closing my eyes and I literally visualized the cops. Don't ask me why. That's the fucking.
Oh yeah.
That's
Damn.
God.
That's that
That's
instinct,
your
bro.
God. That's the
Everything.
instinct.
So that's when it hits you, like, yo,
and I'm
something
just
is
like, yo,
something is
something's not right. And I remember my girl was at the crib at that time, and I'm just like, yo, babe, am I overthinking this shit? But you think this nigga's setting me up? And she's like, nah, I don't really think
Damn,
so.
you went that far. Like, you really
Yeah,
knew
like,
setting
yeah,
you up.
because
Fuck.
then I started getting like that gut, like my gut was hurting. And I'm just like, she's like, nah, baby, I don't, do you think? Well, I don't know. She's just like, you know, she's just oblivious. Like, I don't
you
know.
fucking know.
And I'm just like, all right, you know what? Yeah, now maybe I'm just overthinking it. That's just me. Fuck it. It just literally, it's me.
And then it happened.
So the nigga pulls up like about 45 minutes. This nigga's on some fiend mode shit.
Yeah.
And at the time I was living in Fresh Meadows, nice neighborhood over there. And in Fresh Meadows is a very quiet neighborhood. There's like everybody to their house has their own car, so you kind of know all the cars that are around you and everything.
Mhm.
And I go outside, and when I go outside, I notice mad cars that I've never seen in my life. So I remember I used to tell them like, yo, meet me 2 blocks down.
Yeah.
So again, I'm just like, yo, I'm really overthinking this. Like in my head, I'm just like, Swagg, take it easy. Like it ain't like you've done this a million times. Like what's up? So I go ahead, I go outside, I look at all these cars. I don't think nothing of it. And then I go, and right when I'm halfway down that block, I'm like, nah, this doesn't feel right, bro. This doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
And I turn around. Woo! The second I turn around, like 10 Fed cars. Wang, 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 wang. With guns. Get the fuck down,
With
motherfuckers.
guns?
Get the fuck down. And I'm just like, I got mad work on me in my fucking pocket.
Oh my God.
I'm fucking, I'll keep it 100 with you. Ain't nobody gonna be a goon at this time. At this time, I'm scared as fuck.
bro.
I'm just like,
I know he spends.
I'm just like, oh my God, what
And
the
then-
fuck?
And they had guns, right?
Bro, everything you could possibly think about. They throw me on the floor. They're like, we know who the fuck you are, you fucking piece of shit.
Wow.
And they're like, who the fuck is in your house? Who the fuck is in your house? And I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, oh my God, my girlfriend is in the house. I got work in the house.
Oh my
Bro.
God.
They ended up breaking the door.
They broke the
front
door?
into the house. And then they go into the house and they catch my girl in the crib. Mind you, she had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
Did she get in trouble?
Bro,
Bro,
we're gonna get to that part.
My
We're gonna get to that part.
Oh,
She's
that
in there with
sucks.
the stuff. Like,
With the more
Yeah.
stuff, you get
Yeah.
me? So they go and like about 15 cops, they raid into the crib.
Sorry.
She's in there. I'm just like, oh my God. At this point, I'm just thinking about her. Fuck me. Like, I already know what the fuck is happening. And they're like, who the fuck is she? Come inside. So they grab me and they take me inside. When I go inside and I tell my girl, baby, in Spanish, I'm like, baby, you don't know nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Again, you do not know nothing. Don't say nothing. And she just starts crying and they're like, and one of the guys like, yo, shut him the fuck up. Get him the fuck out of here.
Yo.
So they're like, where's the stuff? Where's the stash? Where's everything? So she's crying and they take me outside. They're interrogating her. I'm just like, oh my God, I really hope this girl doesn't say nothing. I'm just like there. I'm just like, I'm freaking the fuck out at this
Yeah.
point.
did you tell them where all the stuff was?
She knew where the stuff was at, you know? So I had like a stash with money and like jewelry and everything. And I'm just like, oh my God. So they fucking broke the crib upside down. When I mean, they checked
I can't believe
everything
it, bro. Like,
and everything. Like that lamp is getting broke down and they just broke it down, whatever the case is.
like, you know what's funny? I've seen these scenarios on TV.
In movies. You
Yeah.
see it in
Yeah,
movies, so
I know,
you
dude.
never
Dude, the
think
way you're
about-
telling the story, bro, I'm visualizing this shit like it's a fucking movie, like
Bro,
a Netflix
and
special.
I'm in the
bro.
back seat of a car, and I'm just like, oh my God, I want to cry.
What were you
And
thinking
Fuck
about?
that.
What were you
Real
thinking?
nigga
He don't
shit,
wanna
all
cry,
right?
he was
'Cause I don't
crying.
want niggas.
No,
We
I
wasn't even talking.
100%.
I had so many
He was
emotions.
crying.
No. I had so many emotions going
crying.
through my body that I wasn't even crying. I was just there, like, you know, when you're just puzzled
Yeah.
and you're
You're in
just
shock.
like, is this shit really happening to me? What karma am I paying for? What the fuck did I do to anybody?
Anybody.
That's what I'm
All
thinking.
the fucking
Yeah.
bad
I'm
money
sure-
you make.
Nigga, I'm just thinking
the
like
fucking
all
karma.
the shit. I'm just like, I'm just there like emotionless, like, oh shit, okay. Bro, they go ahead.
And they took your girl
take
too,
her
though, right?
out. They take her on another car and they take me to another car. They take us straight to downtown. That's where the special narcotics department is at. They take me and they're like, they take you into the interrogation room and they're like, so we know what you've been doing. We followed your every move. We know everything and everything. Don't try to deny nothing. So how we're going to do this? And I'm like, can I speak to a lawyer, please? Oh, you want to be a tough guy? All right.
Yeah.
Well, just to let you know, you have 3 counts of A1 felonies. You're, you know, where you could go ahead and face anywhere from 6 to 8 years. I'm just there in the back of my head. I'm literally like crying. I'm like,
Doing the
oh
fucking
my
time.
God.
Nah.
I'm just like, but I wasn't even worried about that. I remember and I literally just shed a tear and I'm like, yo, what are you guys doing? I don't care. You guys could do whatever the fuck you want to me. I don't care. But why is my girl implemented in this?
Yeah.
She didn't do nothing. She don't know nothing. She hasn't done anything. And they're like, oh, so you think we're stupid? You think that we don't know that she was with you when you were doing all the runs? So guess what? She's an accomplishment and she's as guilty as you.
Damn.
In the back of my head, I'm just panicking. I'm scared. My girl doesn't have no papers. She's not a resident. I'm like, yo, they're gonna fucking deport this bitch. What the fuck? I'm literally, bro, I don't care about me. Right now, it's her.
Yeah.
I'm thinking her family's gonna fucking kill me. Like, yo,
Oh my God.
I'm just panicking. The panic is not even me. I don't even care about the time they're telling me. I'm just thinking all about her.
Bro, this is like a movie.
Bro,
This is like a movie.
You should know.
I'm getting mad
And then you
emotional
put it on
about
Netflix.
this shit, bro.
That
For real.
So I go ahead and they take us in. They put us like in 2 pins next to, like, she's in a pin next to me and I'm here and I'm like, baby, I love you. Please, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for putting you in this predicament. I never knew this shit was gonna happen to me. Like, at this point, you know, like, yo, this is wifey right here. Like, this is my ride or die. Like, she was with me. Like, and for me to I felt so fucking guilty.
What would she say?
She was just crying.
She didn't say nothing back to you?
She was just crying. She's like, no, baby. And I'm like, baby, don't say nothing. Don't say no names. Just say you don't know nothing. You was visiting my crib. You didn't know. And I'm just telling her, like, what to say, how to go about it. And they go ahead. They take us to central booking. At this point, I don't see her. She don't see me. They take her to they take me to the men's division. They take her to the, you know, the woman. That was pretty much the last time I'm seeing her.
Yeah.
I'm in central bookings. I'm so brain fart about everything. I'm like, niggas is looking at me like, yo, homie, you good? Like, you look like you like on another stage. And bro,
But other people were
like just when I'm in a cell, because they got me in central booking. This is where you go in for reception and they gotta it, you know, take you in through the system.
You gotta sleep on
so
the floor.
the fucked up part about it is that I didn't catch the case. I got locked up in Queens, but they brought my case over to Manhattan. And if a lot of people do know, Manhattan is the worst place. Like, their conviction rate is like 96%. Like, they make sure they slaughter everybody.
It's not a joke.
So I'm over here like, nice. I caught a case in Manhattan, special narcotics. My girl, what the fuck is gonna happen with her?
Fucking comedy.
I'm like here, and then I don't have nobody's number.
Yeah.
I don't know nobody's number. The only number I know is my mother's, because she's had the same number for like 15 years. And I'm just there like,
Damn.
I can't call nobody. My niggas that I do trap with and do hold me down, I have no idea what their number is. I'm over here calling my mom, that one call that they give you, and I'm just like, Mom, can you do me a favor? I know this sounds a little weird, but can you get on Instagram? She's like, what the fuck is Instagram, bro?
Oh my God.
I'm like,
Delete my.
I'm like,
do my final post, please.
no, I'm just like, can you go on? I'm like, can you go
That was
on?
the only thing I thought about at that moment.
Bro, I'm like, can you just like go on Instagram and like try to hit up one of my friends and tell them to give you the number to you, and I'm gonna call you hopefully tonight or tomorrow. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. And she's like, yo, but what the fuck? I don't even know what Instagram is. I'm gonna try to speak to your sister, and she's like, I'm gonna try to figure it out. So I remember I was in Central Booking and Bookings in the Tombs. That's what they call the Tombs in Manhattan. I was there for like 2-3 days. These motherfuckers left me there for dead. Like on purpose. Like, I remember it was the summertime. It was like the beginning of July. And I guess they just try to do shit to like
Fuck with you.
mind fuck you.
Yeah.
So that I could be like, yo, you know what? Just get me out of here. I'm going to talk. I'm going to, you know? And I think they're only allowed to hold you for like 72 hours. After that, they got to get you out of there. Mm-hmm. So I go ahead and they finally put me in front of a judge. At this time, I don't even have a lawyer. I don't have nothing because I can't call none of my boys. My mother got no money. I haven't even told her I'm in here for drugs. I'm not telling her. Like, I'm thinking, how the fuck am I gonna put this into words? And they put me in front of the Oh, the legal aid comes sees you. When you don't have a lawyer at the time, a legal aid comes up to you.
You get that one.
And they're like, yo, you're facing some crazy fucking charges here, bro. And I'm like, what do you mean? What the fuck? I'm like, yo, I didn't do this shit. I'm like, one of my boys, he entrapped me. He told me that he wanted stuff. And since I'm a DJ, I got it for him. Like, I'm going with the story. I'm just like, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, bro, they're talking about they got some serious evidence on you. And I'm just like, oh my God, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
And I'm like, yo, but what's gonna happen? Are they gonna like, I don't really have a record. I've been locked up when I was younger, but I haven't gotten locked up. I work. I make money legit. I'm a DJ. I'm a public figure. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not a criminal, bro. Like, he's like, I don't know. I'm going to try to get you on R. R means release on your own consent. And I'm like, please, like, get me the fuck out of here. And I'm like, yo, and what's going on with my girl? Like, I need to know what the fuck is going on with her. And they're like, bro, I don't know. Like, she has her own attorney.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? And I'm just like, okay, whatever. So he's like, look, we're about to go in front of the lawyer, in front of the judge in like 20 minutes. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to let, you know, the people know that you're good, whatever. So he goes. I got this white guy. He's Italian. You know, he looks like, you know, he's a good fucking bullshitter, whatever the case is. And he goes, he's like, hey, my defendant, you know, is this. You know, he has a 9-to-5 job. He contributes to society. He's not one of these criminals and this and that. And he's a public figure and he does stuff for his community. You know, he's just trying to paint like the perfect picture. And I remember I had this fucking prick fucking judge. He just gave me that look like, you know, when they're just like, yeah, I got you, motherfucker. That's the kind of look he gave me. I already knew, like, I'm thinking, you know what? I'm probably going to get like $10,000, $15,000 bail. They go ahead and they say $200,000 to bail out. I'm like, oh my God. At that point, I'm not really panicking. Reason why? Because you don't pay the whole $200,000. You only got to pay like about 15%, 15 to 20%. So I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, all right, I got some money stash. I know a couple of goon niggas. I got a couple of niggas I got money that are going to hold me down. You know what? All right, whatever. They go ahead. Once you're done and they put bail on you, they start doing the paperwork and they send you straight to Rikers Island. So they send me to Rikers Island. Once I'm in Rikers, I'm like, oh, thank God, this is better than that fucking tomb shit. Yeah. Like, I got a phone. Niggas know me. Like, fuck it. I get to Rikers Island and the first person I call is my mom. I'm like, mommy, what's up? Tell me what's up. Tell me you got the number. Like, she ends up getting a number for one of my boys, Chris. I call Chris. I'm like, Chris, I got locked up. Bro, I'm going to make this very short. I know my calls are being recorded. I need money. Call everybody. Bail me the fuck out. My nigga, also find out what's going on with my girl. If we need to bail her out first, bail her out first. But bro, she's first priority. After that, make sure you bail me the fuck out. I'm not trying to be here. Like, get me the fuck out.
And what'd he say?
He's like, yo, I got you. I'm going to start making some calls, whatever the case is. So when you first get arraigned and they send you to Rikers, they give you a court day of like about 7 to 10 days.
So you were in there for 7 to 10 days.
Yeah, so I'm in there. They
Wait, so I never been at Rikers Island. How does it look like in Rikers Island?
How does it look?
Like, is it like a
I know. So I know what Central Bookings is like because I got arrested for like smoking weed in the park once when I was like 18.
It's pretty much when you go inside, they pretty much depending on your qualification. Like they qualify you if you're like
So for you, just for you, how was it like for you?
Yeah, they went ahead. Like what they do is like they got 2 tiers. Like tier 1 is like we're gonna put you in population, and 2 we're gonna put you in a cell. 2 is like if you're like a person that's like stabbing people and this and that, and you're in there for a crazy violent case. Population is like non-violent. I was a non-violent case, which is, you know, drugs, whatever the case is. So what they do is that they put you in a dorm. They put you in a dorm with like fucking 50 motherfuckers. Fucking disgusting.
What were you doing for 7 and 10 days?
At that time, 7 and 10 days, I was like the least of my worried. I had already been in my first bid. I did I did 8 months. So that was like, I'm not really, at that point, I'm good.
You were just chilling.
I'm just chilling. I'm like, I got a phone that I could use every day, whatever the case is. So when they put you in a dorm, it's like 3 phones. Then you got like a blood phone. Then you got like, let's say at that time, it was like a Trini phone. And then you got like the muzzler phone, whatever the
gang
case is.
phones.
So,
Everybody got
luckily when I pulled up, a lot of niggas, oh, you that DJ nigga, oh, you that swag, yo, what the fuck happened? How the fuck you in here? So a lot of people automatically, gave me love and they're like, yo, anything you need, bro, I got you. Yo, here's some fucking commissary. Commissary for you ain't going to be till a week. So they already took care of me. But at that time, you're not even thinking about shit like that. My whole thing was like, yo, making sure I get on that phone. So I had the blood. I knew a few blood niggas and like, yo, whenever you need that phone, nigga, let me know. I got you. So whatever. So at this point, I'm pretty much depending on my friend to get the money together, whatever the case is. The next court date comes along. It was already like 7 days. And they take me in. And before they take me to court, they're like, the district attorney wants to have a sit down with you. And I'm like, okay. So they sit me down and they leave me in this room for like 3 hours, handcuffed to the chair, literally right across the street from the courthouse. And there's like 8 different people in there. The DA, the DEA, the people that broke into the crib, whatever the case is. And they're like, look, we're trying to make this very simple. We're going to make this very simple and short. They're like, we know who you hang out with. We know your every move. We was tracking your car for 8 months.
That's crazy.
We pretty much know everything. So we could either go about this 2 ways. You could either give us 1 or 2 names, and you could go ahead and tops you'll do is maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 months.
Wait, but what do they mean by
giving names? Pretty much, they try to do what they pretty much did with the
other guy.
With the other guy.
Mm-hmm. So they're trying to find out where I'm getting
the stuff. Pretty much, that's pretty much that's their model.
Yeah, of course. I know that.
Get somebody small
and then get the next plug and get, and they just repeat.
And that will help you out, of course.
So I'm like, so they're like, so you'll do 7, 9, 8 months, if that, or if anything, you'll get a year, a year bullet. Out of the bullet, you'll only do 8 months. And I'm just like, are you guys fucking stupid? I'm like, bro, I didn't do anything. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. I don't know nothing. I'm a fucking DJ. I went ahead and while I was DJing, I knew this busboy, and he used to ask me if I could get him the white stuff, and I went ahead and I got it for him, and then he asked me for more, and then he asked me for a little bit more. Like, he really entrapped me. Like, I don't do this. I do DJ and I sell drinks. I make a lot of money selling drinks, and I'm like, this is my rebuttal to everything. Like, I'm not gonna like tell him the truth.
Yeah.
You get me? So at that point, they start getting annoyed. They're like, oh, he's trying to play games with us because they know what's up.
Now they drop some evidence.
They've been following me for 8 months. So it's like they know everything they need to know. Once they get you, it's like they know what's up. Like, you get me? They know who you associate yourself with, who's my people I'm popping bottles with, who I'm going to the club.
They just need you to testify.
The bitches, exactly. So once they saw that, they're like, all right, so that's the route you want to choose. And I'm just like,
damn, that's crazy.
I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm like, bro, I didn't do anything. Like, you get me? I go ahead and they take me back into the courtroom, and I don't get to see the judge. The judge doesn't see me, and they're like, postpone for 7 days. I'm like, fuck, man.
So you had to go back to Rikers Island?
So I got to go back to Rikers Island, whatever the case is. At that, they wake you up when you go to court. They wake you up at like 4:30 in the morning to get ready. You're in a cell all day, and you don't get back till like nighttime. It's like the most torturous shit you could ever. All my niggas have been to Rikers Island, have court. You guys already know. You guys could overlate. So I go ahead, and I'm just like, fuck. I'm just like mad dreaded. I get back. I remember I made it back at like 8:30. They don't cut off the phones till like 9. So I get on the phone and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on, bro? I didn't see the judge. I speak to one of my boys. They're like, yo, we're already getting money together, bro. Right now, our main thing, we're trying to get you a lawyer, my nigga. You need a lawyer. Fuck bailing you out. You need a fucking lawyer. Like, that's what you need. I'm like, yo, what's going on with my girl, bro? Like, tell me. They're like, no, she has court in like 5 days, but I think she should be all right. So my boys, I don't know if he's trying to cap or just trying to make me feel better because he knows I'm fucking nervous, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
And they go ahead and I'm like, yo, bro, I got court in 7 days. I'm like, yo, besides the lawyer, tell everybody the bail is $200,000. It's only 15%. So, bro, everybody's just got to put up like 10, 15 bands and I'm out of here. They're like, yo, bro, that's chump change. Don't worry. So everybody, they're speaking to promoters. They're speaking to niggas that I trap with, niggas that I'm cool with. Yo, how much money can you give? So I'm like, yo, you know what? I should get out of here. Not a problem. I go to court again in the 7 days. I'm in the courthouse all day. Again, I don't get to see a fucking judge.
What?
I'm like, yo, what?
It happens, yeah.
Bro, at this point, I'm really... Now I'm starting to be like, all right, they're trying to brain fuck me. You get what I'm saying? That's pretty much what they're trying to do. They're trying to get me to that point where I'm desperate, where I'm just like, yo, you know what? Fuck it. Just tell them I'm going to speak. Like, you get me? And I'm just like, okay, again, I'm talking to my legal aid and I'm just like, yo, bro, what the fuck is going on? You're not doing anything for me. I'm not seeing the judge. Like, he's like, look, that's out of my hand. You're on the calendar, but they're not calling you. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck you want me to do. So I'm just like, all right. He's like, you have the court date in 2. They postponed it for 2 weeks from now. Okay.
So you were like, you were right.
I'm already like in what, like 3 weeks, I want to say.
Yeah, like almost
Gotta wait another 2. They go ahead that same week. I want to say like the day after, my boy ends up getting me a lawyer, good lawyer, Jewish guy. You know, Jewish, they always say they're
yeah, of course, yeah.
They're plugged in, you know. So I have he comes to Rikers Island. We have a sit down. He visits me and he's like, look, what happened? So I'm just like, to be honest with you, he's your lawyer, but I'm just like, I'm not really going to tell you everything, the truth. But I was like, I was dealing with a guy, whatever the case is. I got him some work and the nigga flipped on me, bro. He's like, look, they don't want to give the discovery. The discovery is pretty much all the evidence that they have. Yeah. And they could stay with all the paperwork that they want and all this shit until we go to trial. Trial is something that could happen in months from now. And I'm like, but what the fuck you mean? Like, what?
But if you have bail, you're out. So
so I'm like, yo, but what the fuck? And he's like, look, I don't know what happened with the legal aid you had. I'm gonna make sure you get seen by a lawyer, by a judge. I got you. You're in good hands. I'm like, please, bro. And yo, what's going on with my girl? He's like, oh, she has a court date next week. She should be out. I'm calling her family members. No one's picking up. And I'm just like, fuck, bro. Like, what's going on with this girl? She's already in like 3 weeks like me. So I'm just like, fuck. And I'm stressed the fuck out, bro. Like, I'm literally stressed the fuck out. So to make a long story short, the court day finally comes. I get to the court day. I finally see the judge. Prior to me going to the court day, I spoke to my boys, and my boys is like, yo, we got the money together. Don't worry. We're going to bail you the fuck out. We just got to do this and that. And I'm like, yo, please, my nigga. Like, I know y'all got me the lawyer, but it's time, bro. I finally see the judge. The DA is there, the guy that wanted me to pretty much snitch, in other words. And they're like, Your Honor, we feel like this guy is a high risk. And we propose that the court increases bail. What? And I look at my judge like,
what? More than 200,000?
I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
So what?
I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, yo, what's going on, bro? And bro, at this point, I'm panicking. I'm fucking crying inside of me. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, these niggas got the bail money. What the fuck?
How do they even determine bail, though?
On your case, the severity of the case, all that stuff. So they go ahead and the judge goes, okay, no problem. Instead of 200,000, we're gonna go with 500,000.
Wow.
And we won 2 houses for collateral. At this
What
point,
does that mean?
bro,
2 houses and then fucking 20%, 15% of fucking
bro,
$500,000.
you know when you just get how can I
That's crazy.
the emotions to express what I felt at that moment. It kind of felt like, you know, when they call you like your auntie just passed and you're just there like,
Surreal, like you had no idea how to even fucking feel, bro.
yeah, I'm just like, at this
fucking
point,
done.
I'm not crying. I'm not angry. I'm not sad. I'm just like,
So you accepted it.
You lost.
You feel like you accepted it.
I'm just
Like,
like,
unsure.
they take me into the pen. My lawyer is like, look, out of the 500, you got to put up at least 20%. You need about 2 houses. Everything, the paperwork needs to be legit. They know you're a drug dealer. They know drug dealers have plugs to houses, but everything has to come back A1. And in the back, he's talking to me, and I'm just like thinking, who the fuck is going to put up their house for me?
Yeah.
Not only 1 house, but who's going to put 2 houses? Not 1, but 2. Aside of the money. The money's the easy part. You know, we got the money. That's not it. But houses that's very tricky. Because if, God forbid, something
If
happens,
you skip out, they get the fucking house.
they take the house. So who's going to really...
Risk that.
Guys, I go ahead and I go back to Rikers. And I'm just there like... I remember I called my boy and I literally just broke down. And I was just like, yo, my nigga, I know y'all got the money, but I don't. My boy's like, bro, we could probably get the money, but bro, Swagg, who's gonna put houses? I don't know. Who's gonna put the house, bro? We could maybe get a house from one of your family members, but bro, who's gonna put the other one? And I'm just there like, at that point, everything just really started sinking in. At this time, I'm thinking like, I'm fucked. I'm not coming out. That same week, I ended up getting the good news that they ended up releasing my girl.
Oh, yeah.
She was out. She pretty much did like a month. She did a month in jail
Damn.
in Rikers. I know to her that shit must have been like...
Fucking
Of course, bro.
I remember I called her mom, and her mom is like, don't ever call me. Malparido, hijo de puta. You piece of shit. I don't know who the fuck you think you are, why you came into my daughter's life.
Damn.
And I'm like, ma'am, you know what? I'm sorry. If I was in your shoes, I'll probably be calling myself
insane
more
shit.
names.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want nothing to do with me. They don't want me to do
Ay, Dios
anything.
mío.
You know, they're like, yo, she could get deported. What the fuck?
But she didn't, though.
We get to that part. So I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just like, all right, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I'll try to make it right. Guys, once she was finally out, the DA, you know, they have this little thing that they do is they like to postpone dates.
Yeah.
So 1 month came, 30 days later, I'm back in court. The 3rd month, they have another sit down with me. And this time they were nice. They're like, you want to eat pizza? I'm like, oh my God, yes,
Wow.
please.
Oh no, but
So
you don't
they
take
buy me a
pizza.
slice.
You don't take what they have to
They're
give you
like-
to drink.
So you've been inside for about 90 days. Are you gonna finally give the names? Like, are you just, you're looking at a lot of years. Joel's my real name. And I'm like, no, I didn't do this. Again, I'm denying it. What the fuck? Like, I don't care what you guys say. If we got to take this to fucking trial, let's go. Let's go all the way. And they're like, all right, so you still want to play the same games? No problem. At this point, my lawyer, all he's doing, he's putting in motions. His motions is to try to bring down my bail from $500,000 and try to bring it back down to a reasonable price. Every time we go in front of the judge,
Hold up, guys. Give me
that piece
one
of
second.
shit.
I need to fucking turn on this camera real quick.
So at this point, all they're doing is that every time that I go to court, they just keep postponing it. My lawyer, the motion he's putting in is bail reduction. He's putting in this bail. When he does the motion, he has to say the reason why I'm putting bail is because this guy is a good citizen. He contributes to the community. He was putting in there that I'm a public figure, that I never ran away, that I never had a warrant, that, you know, that for the most part, I'm a straightforward guy, that I'm not a high risk to society.
Yeah.
I was in the courthouse part where the most scumbags of all scumbags of all scumbags are at. Come to find out, this guy's daughter OD'd on heroin and died.
Cool.
The judge of my part that was taking care of my case. So you could already imagine, whoever walked in there as a fucking drug dealer, bro, sorry.
Yeah, of course.
It's quiet for you. So months, he put in the same motion, I want to say for a whole 3-4 months. It kept getting denied. At this point, I'm just like, whatever. It ain't happening. I'm already in jail like 5-6 months.
That's crazy.
Then you start hearing the rumors. Yo, this nigga Swagg got locked up. You guys got to hear the fucking rumors of what the fuck niggas are saying I got locked up for.
Wait, what were they saying?
Let me see. Out of all the rumors, what was the craziest one? Oh, the craziest one? Well, two. Two of them, really, I'm just like, yo, people really be capping. And when they don't know shit, they would make up stories how to... The first one was, I got locked up because I got pulled over and in my trunk, they found like 50 guns. Shotguns, this, that. And I'm just like, okay. The one that I really took to the heart and I'm just like, yo, people just fucking imbeciles. I had a really good friend, rest in peace. He always he had a habit, whatever the case is. And the main rumor I was hearing is that, oh, Swagg gave a bag to this nigga and he OD'd and he died.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So he's looking at manslaughter and I'm just like,
yeah.
yo, people just fucking imbeciles,
Crazy.
bro.
That's how it is with the internet.
Sorry, so you walk into the court and you talk to the judge, and this judge has a hard on for your fucking dick.
Oh yeah, from
So,
day one. I found this out like 2 months in. At first, I'm just thinking he's just a typical prick judge, whatever. And then I remember I was in Rikers and I was and one of my boys like, yeah, that was that motherfucker that his daughter died on dope, from Staten Island. And I'm just like, yo, my nigga, tell me you're lying. He's like, nah, bro. That's why that nigga don't give no mercy to nobody. So I'm just like, oh my God. Crazy. So at this point, I'm in for like 6 months. My lawyer's putting in motions. He's putting in work. Like he's coming to visit me. Like he's putting in work. Like you could tell, like, you know, he's always picking up my calls. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And we're fighting. About 7 months in, I go in and they're like, oh, we're willing to give you, if you want, take a plea. We'll give you a B felony and we'll give you 5 years. I'm like, get the fuck out. I'm not taking 5 years. Like, no, nigga, I'm not taking 5 years for fucking blow, bro. I didn't kill nobody, bro. I didn't rape nobody. Like, I'm not. My lawyer's like, yo, you sure? I'm like, yo, bro, what the fuck are we paying you for? You like retarded?
Yeah.
Because he's like, are you sure?
5
Like,
years, yeah.
he's like, but remember, it's like 8 years. I'm like, no, bro, I'm not taking 5 years, bro.
That's crazy.
So whatever, postpone. Again, they're not giving no deals at this point. At this point, I'm 10. I think I was like 10, 11 months in.
Oh my God, dude.
I go
I don't think I'll
in
be able
and
to
I'm
do
just
that
like,
shit.
at my lawyer, I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? I'm like, yo, if you want, get me 2 years, bro. Get me 2 years. I'll take 2 years. I don't care. And I'm thinking, and then 2 years, I'm thinking like, fuck it, bro. It is what it is. It's 2 years. It's not the end of the world. I'm hearing that out of the 2 years, you probably only do like a fraction of that. So I'm like, yo, let me just do 2 years. So he's like, all right, I'm going to put a proposal. I'm going to speak to the DA, let them know that if they want to take a deal. And I'm like, all right, cool. We go. He talks on the record. Again, postpone. Now I'm 11 months in. On the 11 months in, they're like, oh, Your Honor, this is the DA talking. We're ready for trial. I remember my stomach. I just caught that gut. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck you mean? I'm just like...
You knew like this is like the time.
Mind you, we were stuck on 5. They're stuck on 5. They don't want to give me any less than 5. And I'm just like, okay. And he's like, so Mr. Tavares, that's my last name. They're stuck on 5 years. They're saying that they got some really big evidence and this is what they have. So this is how the DA, them motherfuckers they really know how to fuck you.
Yeah.
So they go ahead and they give my lawyer a folder with like 3 pictures in it. And he shows it to me. And in the 3 pictures, what do you see? You see me inside a car of the fucking scumbag rat that ratted me out. Me giving him the stuff.
That's crazy.
Counting the money. They had a little camera like where the rear view mirror, they had a nice little thing and it was recording everything. And they're like, so this is some of the evidence.
Wait, they
that
had the camera where though?
At the rear view mirror, they had like a little
like your rear view mirror?
No,
Whose
like
car
the
was it?
guy's car. It was the guy's car.
Okay.
Yeah, because I would always go inside his car.
Oh,
so
shit.
they were recording everything.
Wow, dude.
So I remember my stomach's I'm just like, what the fuck? And he's like, this is bad. This holds a lot of weight in trial. He goes, you need to think about what you want to do. And I'm just like, yo, bro, are you on their side? What, bro, you sound like them right now. What the fuck you mean? Like, he goes, I didn't know they had this. Remember, they're able to hold discovery, the evidence until like literally almost a year in, close to trial. Now they're talking pre-trial. And I'm just like, they go ahead. And this time they postpone it for 2 months. I'm about to hit a fucking year in this motherfucker. Bro. I'm like,
That's
oh
crazy.
my God. I'm like, yo, please get me 2.5 tops. I'm not taking no more than that. And I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna play tough guy. Let's go to trial. I don't give a fuck. I'm not taking 5. So we go to the next hearing. They put me in the front. My lawyer has a talk with the DA off record. They go to the back. They start talking. And they're like, Your Honor, we have sufficient enough evidence. The next court day we want you to schedule it for trial. And I look at like, yo, what's going on? I thought you were going to get a plea deal for me. I'm panicking. They go ahead and they go, okay, we're going to take it over to AP5, which is pre-trial hearing. Now the shit is getting serious. Now you're almost there. I see my lawyer after. I'm like, yo, bro, what the fuck? He goes, Tavares, I'm doing everything I gotta do. Da-da-da. At this point, I'm like, yo, bro, if you're not gonna do anything for me, let me know. I get another lawyer. I'm fucking panicking. I remember I go back to Rikers. I'm telling all my boys, my people, everything, what's going on. And I go ahead and they give me the court hearing for, pretty much 2 months. I go to pre-court hearing. I'm there, and they go ahead and they're like, we're going to do one thing for you. Either you take 3.5 right now, or we go to trial. If we go to trial and you blow trial, you're looking at 8 years for an A1 felony. Reason why it's an A1 felony is because once you make a sell over 50 grams, it's automatically A1. Whether it's 100 gram, 500 grams, it's still A1 felony. Like, that's how fucked up the courts is. So my judge, the lawyer goes to the judge, can I get a second with my client? Takes me to the back, and he's like, so Tavares, this is how we're going to deal with this, all right? They're offering you 3.5 years. You could either take 3.5, or you could risk it. We go to trial. Trial is a 50-50. But out of that 50, if you are guilty, you're looking at about 8 years. Are you willing to risk your freedom and give the state 8 years? I'm just like, what the fuck?
That's fucking long, bro.
Even the way you move back.
That's
did I
long.
kill? I'm like, God, I already been here a year.
And
like,
it's only
this
a
is real
drug case,
shit.
too.
Like, I'm not gonna be these niggas that come in front of the camera and be like, they goons about it. You feel me?
There's
They
a lot of them in
but
Queens,
that's time,
right?
bro.
yeah,
It's a
you
lot
feel
of-
me?
There's a
That
lot
try
of
to
swags
be,
in Queens
know,
in
they-
2021.
There's a lot of niggas that
Learn your
try to
lessons.
play that try to play that, you know, they're goons upon it. And they're
Learn
like,
your
they're
lessons.
like, no,
But they
I'm,
never experienced it like you did.
like, bro,
Nah,
I'm
bro,
already
it's
in a year.
Yeah,
You get me? So I'm
yeah.
panicking. Now they're telling you like you're about to. I'm just there like fuck, what the fuck? This cannot be my life. What the fuck, bro? I
And
never
you took
fucked
it?
anybody off.
You took it.
And my lawyer's like, look, this is what I'm gonna do for you. Let's postpone it for 7 days. Let's tell them that we're not ready, and I want you to really think about it. And I'm like, you know what? Yes, let's do that, because I don't want to make an irrational decision where I
yeah,
fucking regret it. So I go back. I'm back. I got all the goon niggas over there. I was with all the blood niggas, whatever the case is. And they're like, yo, what the fuck's going on, nigga? And I'm like, yo, these niggas is offering me 3.5 over there ready for trial. And they're like, nigga, hop on that shit, boy.
Yeah.
Nigga, you qualify for fucking work release, shock. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I don't even know none of that shit. Yo, they take time away from you. They'll take away like a year out
So
of that.
what's the plea deal consist of though? What do you have to do?
3.5 years upstate in prison. So pretty much at that time I had already a year. So I would pretty much have to do another 2 whole year upstate. So I'm just, another 2.5 more years. Yeah. So
But like,
point-
what do you have to
no.
like say names or anything like that, or like?
no,
keep
at
shit
this
up?
point they forgot about the names. They're
Yeah,
not. They,
yeah.
they know I'm not jacking the shit. They
So it's
know
just-
that
it's just
we're not.
You're just pleading guilty.
At this
So you
point,
didn't pull the 6'9".
yeah,
no,
they're
you're
right,
just
you
capping
got-
about that.
It was
shit.
about
Bro,
to,
I-
but he didn't do it.
Nah. I'm not gonna lie.
I wanna-
My
what
girlfriend,
about-
absolutely, guys, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all motherfuckers out there. My girl, when I did speak to her on the phone, you know, the very little few times that we did speak to her, and she would be like, yo, you dead ass gonna go ahead and not give these niggas name up while you could go ahead, get a fucking year, and you come out in a few months and you come home to your family? These motherfuckers don't care about you. These motherfuckers they're not there. I don't see them fucking visiting you. And just like, you know, in the back of your head, you're just like, damn, she's fucking right. Like, yeah, I got maybe like 2, 3, 4 loyal niggas that have been there for me that did come up with the money. The rest of y'all motherfuckers, you know who y'all are, bitch ass motherfuckers. Aside of that, And I'm just like, I'm really over here taking the L for these cornball niggas. But I'm, in the back of your head, you're thinking like, yo, this is my name on the line. Imagine I got an A1 felony and people go ahead and they see I only do 6, 7, 8 months. I'm gonna be the fucking talk of the town, like bitch ass nigga.
That's
Swagg was
true, though.
snitching. You get
That's
me?
true,
So
though.
you're pretty much in a predicament where you're like,
That's crazy.
do
though.
you want to forget about the kind of lifestyle you had and
before,
your
yeah.
goal with DJing and everything and be a bitch ass nigga, or literally just fight it all the way? And I was just like, you know what? It's true. I probably don't got no real fucking friends. I really don't have nobody there for me. I only got 2, 3 niggas that is coming out here to visit me. You know what? But fuck it, bro. I gotta go all the way. There's no turning back. What am I gonna do? Tell the DA, you know what? Yeah, I'll give you a name. I'll give you the
That's
supplier that gives me the shit. You get me?
You think if you told them the name, you think you would have came out earlier?
Absolutely. What? Hell fucking yeah.
And the girl dipped, right?
The girl who?
Yeah. How did
The
you
girl-
said
the
you
girl
mentioned
did.
that your girlfriend at the time left? Like,
Well-
why did she leave?
What do
No,
you
she
mean?
left
Why-
'cause she got cut up
No,
and all
she
that
didn't
shit.
leave. She at this
Oh.
point she was outside. She was outside.
Okay.
About 8 months in, they ended up. She kept having to go to court. She had a good lawyer, and
What about terms with you and her? Like, were you guys like not talking? Was she like mad at you?
She was mad.
She was mad.
She was mad, and she didn't speak to me for like 2, 3 months while I was in there. I was like, you know what? I lost shorty. Like, it is what it is. I deserve
Yeah.
it. Like, you get what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie. One day I called her randomly, and she did pick up my call, and she's like, look, I fucking hate you. I hate you for putting me in the predicament that you put me in. I've never gone through this, but you know what? I love you. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I really fucking
It's not
love
like
you.
Fuck you, but I love you.
It's not like
Yeah.
But the thing is that it's not like it's not like
Hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta leave this for the second episode that we're gonna start up afterwards because the
Oh,
cameras is
damn.
dying.
Damn.
So, anyways, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe
That's
down
crazy.
below. Yo,
DJ Swagg, yeah.
this story is
You already know,
insane.
baby. Follow me on that Instagram, DJ Swagg NYC, baby.
For real.
We gonna continue this shit. This shit,
Throw that plug.
it's
Throw
gonna
that
get
plug.
crazier.
Yeah, yo. All right, yo. We're gonna be back for part 2. Don't miss out. Peace.